Yeah, no shit.
There's some kind of homo thing?
Maybe it is.
Okay, that's enough, detective. That's enough. Let's just go and ask Tommy, alright? We are wasting our time here.
I like how they keep naming people, and I have no idea who any of these people are. Let's go ask Tommy. Who the fuck is Tommy? That door's still shut.
The worker is in a deep slumber. The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
You know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Hello again, sweetie.
Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
Tug on her heartstrings. I haven't seen a paycheck.
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry I don't have money for you. If there's anything else I can do for you, just ask.
You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
A grenade? Did you fight in the war?
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty.
Were you a tightrope walker?
Nothing so extravagant, dear. Though what young girl doesn't dream of soaring over a crowd?
What did you do?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail-order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding.
Oh, no.
I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
Well, thanks for clearing that up for me.
No problem.
Can I help you?
The door is closed.
Knock again.
Still no answer.
Harder.
Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Where'd you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
Yeah, is that a streetlight?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
How much for the light?
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
It seems a bit steep.
There's also the matter of rewiring, but the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Let me dig up a really cool figure.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What's this?
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain priced. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
Alright, I'll buy it.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Yeah, it does look like Renee.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the Revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose.
What about the figure in rags?
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It's meant to give people hope. Even we can do it.
Maybe.
What about the knights?
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Get a better look.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
The Stereo 8 approved machine here?
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Yo, what's up, Lucid? Could this device come in handy in my police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
The Headless Fallen Rider said it would give me luck.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away. Some of us have photonic sensitivities.
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical establishment.
Sorry about that.
I do appreciate it. It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
You had any trouble lately?
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
I think some of your selections are more tasteful than others.
It keeps me entertained.
Try to find out if he's high.
Okay, he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer. Looking at his wares, talking to him, That might give you more clues.
Do you have any guns?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Rip. What do you bet sold her the gun? What do you bet that's the lady lorry driver?
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Well, you know, if you put it that way, it sounds really bad. Yeah, I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime?
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
Any idea where I could find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Of course.
Is there something I'd like to sell? I don't know what I've got. Might be able to help aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
You know anything about the hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
He doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Well, that didn't help me too much. 1900. Let's go see if the union section is open. We're here. Still not open. Well, hold on. A lot more people here.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One
Perception. Let's level that up.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb.
Pile of Eternite. Oh! 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 Yeah, let's go. That's the stuff, the stuff behind the thing with the dead body.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because it's nice and orderly, well-laid pallets, easy on the eyes. Rhythmic pattern calms your mind.
Oh God. I have failed every major attempt. Like, I have yet to get any of these to work. So, like, disheartening. I'm gonna lose the game solely off the fact that I cannot solve anything. All right. $2,200. They're not here today. Okay.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted. The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open, and thus out of order.
What is Samaran butter?
Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it.
Fair enough.
Goat milk butter. The Samaran terrain makes it easier to raise goats than cows, and the local goat farmers produce high-quality meat and dairy staples that add variety to other nations' diets. It's an acquired taste.
Attempt to reconstruct what happened.
Just some tasteless advertising at the bottom of a canal.
Bro! Fucking rip, dude.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed Samaran butter sign in the way.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Hey, what's that noise down there?
Am I even making any progress? I have no idea. To be completely honest with you.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back. Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Pigs come to take me out, trying to snuff me out.
Why would you even say that?
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all.
I don't think there's much of anything else left to do.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
No trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Yeah, I really need to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
Yes.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Yeah, it looks like you got a good view. Can you tell me anything about it?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He's an actor declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word?
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
Okay, what kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the dull and darkening sky, the neighboring windows stand silent.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Lie.
That's definitely not his real name.
Yeah, you're not actually called Martin Martinez, are you?
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
All right, we'll talk later.
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Let me try to convince him to stay.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion, and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Okay. Telling me where the key is. Ah.
He's gone.
No, we should not run after him.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
Probably didn't have anything important to say anyway.
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there. If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
A stone like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Turn it over.
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments and the man can be in any of them.
Are we gonna find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Alright. What time is it? 1900? Eviction notices and missing pets are placed on top of each other. Smells of laundry detergent. I gain logic but lose authority. My logic would be 6. That might be a little too high. I don't know what too high means numerically. Although I think that's the dots that are too high. Loud rumbling snore comes from within. Five-pointed star. Oh, there's $5 there? God damn.
Give me a moment.
Oh, this is the lady at the back door.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
This won't take long. I only have a couple of questions.
Go ahead then. What do you want to know, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Somewhere in the building, A child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble, I just want to talk to you. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
What was so funny about that?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
I have a few questions about the apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
Is one of the residents on vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
They probably just moved or died. Hopefully somewhere else.
You know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Thank you. Alright, 28. She said go to the balcony.
What happened here?
Looks sad.
Put your emotions aside. Try to focus on abstract, impersonal things.
You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall?
It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here.
There's always a little something in the fridge.
Indeed.
I like how it's giving me a lot of healing items, but it's the morale stuff that I need. Okay.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Examine the padlock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Use the chain cutters to cut through. Oh, let me leave. Hold on. Tools not in hand. That's so weird that it punishes you for not having them in your hand. Tools.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Flamboyant poster of a white star. A bullet.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov.
Why does this tenant have a bust of Kraz Mazov in their bedroom?
The white star, the photos on the wall, I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
My door just opened right up. Oh, it's the bathroom. Actual moss.
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers, the iconography of communism, in other words. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
What's the deal with the antlers?
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it.
Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
And white?
Because white is the color of peace.
What does this evoke in me?
Nothing at all yet. Right now, it's just meaningless shapes on a wall.
Alright. +1 conceptualization. This is suggestion, but minus half-life. It's conceptualization. We'll go with that. Okay.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
What a weird... That was not what that sentence says. Open up, it's the police.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Alright. Balcony it is. Oh! Hey!
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
That's right, we've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
That heavy fuel oil?
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
Didn't somebody steal fuel oil?
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
Better hand it over.
Oh, what? You'll push me off this ledge and pry the bucket from my dead hands?
Rip. Well, I tried. Someone's been sleeping here recently. Cindy, maybe? Enough coal to last for several winters. Bro, we got cutoffs. Oh, they're not cutoffs, they're just regular genes. Reaction speed goes down, but electrochemistry goes up. So I'm swapping savoir-faire for reaction speed. Alright, I'll do that. I'll take that trade. Now I'm only -1 savoir-faire.
The pockets of these new genes are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something, soft yet crinkly.
Take it out.
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in Sur-le-Clay into the apricot-flavored chewing gum loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar, and not only to your fingers. A crinkled chewing gum wrapper. The worn label reads, Tutti Frutti. It smells faintly of apricots with a barely noticeable twinge of cinnamon. You feel compelled to point out that there's nothing fruity about cinnamon. It's a spice derived from tree bark.
Cinnamon's not even a fruit.
Can a used wrapper shrug? Seems like that's what the wrapper is doing somehow. This is not about flowers or bark. What is this about? Why are you looking at this wrapper?
Why do I care about this?
Good question. There is no answer or secret phrase written on the inside of the wrapper. Yet you're drawn to it. Drawn by regret. Stop before you hurt yourself with a Tutti Frutti wrapper. Throw it away, please.
I'll hang on to it just in case.
You carefully fold the wrapper into a square before putting it back into your pocket, lovingly even, despite the strange feeling of regret.
Weird. But okay. Well, I got $30 now. That's pretty good.
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened.
Form a guess about what happened.
A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline. Fired from the water. A straight shot into Revachol. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed, and they had a direct firing line.
Look at the ruins in the water.
Those arches acted as support for something greater than what you see now. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt.
Who did this?
A fleet, the combined armies of Occident and Grad, with Mesk volunteers, a 5-nation army, hundreds of vessels. They massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful. The ships not only required gyroscopic stabilization, they were anchored into the ocean floor as well. Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water, far in the northeast. Cannons still ready to placate Revachol.
Hey, Kim, do you know who shelled the city?
The coalition. But that was a long time ago. I think we should move on. It's chilly up here.
The waves of the Martinez Inlet roll over the fallen remains of the building. The dark waters obscure the better part of the remains. What didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't used as scrap was thrown into the ocean.
Weird. Alright. This also says balcony. Let's go here. Breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. Someone is watching me from within. Door number 29. $30.